Hi, welcome to Reseller News. Today is March 13, 2018, and my name is Rich Passini, and I just want to say thank you to all the new YouTube subscribers, and thank you for stopping by and checking out the Reseller News. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to bump out of here, and I'm going to move to the screen over here. There's quite a few icons up here, so let's get to it. Okay, first thing we're going to start with is this here. eBay updates user agreement as it moves to a catalog. Now, a lot of this information, folks, I just want to share with you. I do get it from right here. Here is the website. It's ecommercebytes.com. And you could see when it was posted, the date it was posted. I'm sorry I can't get this information out to you sooner. I know people might say it's no excuse as a reseller, as a news commentator or whatever. You should be getting this stuff out as soon as it comes in. But I have tons and tons of things going on. And I just don't have the time to just, I would like to do this on a daily basis, but then again, I say if I do it on a daily basis, I might bore you guys, bore you to death where you might even want to watch this anymore. But anyway, as you can see up here, it's from E-Commerce Bytes. It's March 11, 2018. So yes, it is a few days old. Anyway, let's get started. It says eBay updates user agreement as it moves to a catalog. In conjunction with the recent spring seller update, eBay updated its user agreement effective March 30, well, it's going to be effective March 30th, 2018. And the key updates to its user agreements reflects the company's continuing transition towards a product-based shopping and selling experience, eBay said. Unfortunately, eBay did not make it easy to see what's changing, so the e-commerce bytes compared the new document with the current UA, which went into effect on November 1st, 2017. Folks, I'm not going to read, just to give you guys a heads up for those who are new. I go over these articles of interest, but I cannot read them verbatim because if you look on the top of the line over here, I have quite a bit I want to go over really quick, and then I just want to go over some other little things that are not related to reselling, but it may be of some help to you. Again, you could check it over here. You could see it over here, what they're talking about. I don't have the time to read all of these here, or else we'll be here all day. So I would like to try to keep this as cryptic as possible. You could see it here. Again, all the information that you're seeing right now at this point in time is coming from E-Commerce Bytes, okay? So you can go to ecommercebytes.com and you can read the rest of the story. I'm going to bump out of this one here. I'm going to move to the next one. Here it says over here, eBay urges sellers to lower prices of items in carts. Now, it says over here, eBay is sending emails to sellers urging them to lower the prices of items that are in a user's shopping carts as an incentive to get the shoppers to complete the transaction. As you might imagine, some sellers hate the idea, but there are some who don't think it's a bad idea at all. We wrote about a new feature recently, and today someone forwarded us an email received showing it in action. This infuriates me, the reader wrote. eBay continues to inject themselves into every aspect of my business. I am tempted to raise the prices. You know something? I'm not sure what the shopping cart's all about. I'm not sure how that works, if you have to get that in the store or not. All I know is the way I do my I do my selling on eBay is I put the best offers out there with the buy it now feature. You go in there. I don't know how the buyer sees it. I don't buy too much, like I said, for me. I'm more of a seller than a buyer. So in regards to this here, retrospect to what this person's saying, how the seller seems very upset about it, I can see why. This is kind of like a flip side thing here. You got to try to understand, folks. eBay, the way I see it, all right. I mean, I do sell exclusively on eBay and Bonanza, but eBay is my number one. They're trying to entice buyers to make that purchase, and in some cases it's a good thing, and in some cases it may work for some people, for some sellers, and in some cases it may not. I was just watching a seller, I'm not going to mention a name, that were talking about offering free shipping. With a lot of your sales stuff, this items you're selling. I can't do a lot of free shipping. Matter of fact, when I did the bulk editing feature there, I accidentally had everything listed for free, offering free shipping, fast and free. And, I did get some sales from it. But let me tell you something. The items, what happened was, just to give you a little overview, what happened was I had lowered the items already, okay? And when I had lowered the prices of these things, they did have shipping, where you had to pay for it, paid shipping. And I'll give you an example. I had one item I was selling, and I think I had it listed for, I dropped it down to, I think, $3 or $4, right? So when I wasn't paying attention, I accidentally hit the button there, the bulk getting feature, and I put everything I had on fast and free, which was a big mistake. So what happened was the people that did catch on, caught on it and say, hey, this guy's offering an item here, for $4 with free shipping. Needless to say, I took a bath on that one. Quite a few of them. So, with offering free shipping, you got to either pad it into your price, or if you do want to take a small profit margin, then you would initiate that and leave the price the way it is. I couldn't do that. I didn't message the buyer telling them there was an error in the listing and that they could add the shipping to it. So needless to say, I think it was like either 2 or 3 items I had taken a loss on them, and I had to write them off as a loss. I didn't want to, notify the buyer and say, listen, there was an error in there. I don't want to get into the whole spiel of it, saying that, I need to charge shipping on there, because it could have made it could have made me look bad as a seller. That's something that I should have taken into consideration. But again, be careful if you do offer free shipping. Make sure that it's padded in your price, because if not, you're gonna take a low profit margin. Or in my case, I had to take a loss on 3 items because, like I said, the item was so cheap. One item was $4, another one was $3, and of course, people are gonna buy it. Hey, free shipping. It's fast and free, so they end up getting it, for $1. And needless to say, I took a loss on that item. But you know what? We learn from our mistakes and we move on. We don't dwell on them and we don't pout about it. It's an error on my part, and I'm going into. Matter of fact, I only have, I think, 300. And I don't know. I think I have a little over 300 and change as far as listings, and I'm changing all of those there that I had free, fast and free on them to paid shipping. I have no choice. I have to. But anyway, you could read this article here. And again, everything up here, unless it changes, I'm not going to keep mentioning it. It's all from ecommercebytes.com. Let's move on. Okay. Now, in the reseller news, we like to talk about Etsy, Amazon, and PayPal on occasion when it comes up. This one here is just a little story about Amazon. It says, leads the race to the bottom. Okay. Auction Bytes blogger Bob says Amazon's pressure on booksellers to lower their prices has unintended consequences. Sellers are now exaggerating the condition of their books, trying to squeeze enough profit out on selling on the site, leading to the poor buying and selling experiences. Okay. I don't know, you guys have any books that you sell on there? I tried doing stuff on that, I wrote a little basic book and I put it on there, the Kindle. I think it's for something, it's Amazon with Kindle, whatever. And to be honest with you, it's not a #1 seller, but for those who are interested in reading more on the story here about Amazon leads the race to the bottom, you can check it out. We're going to move right along here. You can see it's got a lot of text in there, and like I said again, I can't read these verbatim because we'll be here all day. So let's bump out of this one here. Here's another one. If you see me bouncing around, folks, it's just not trying to get to the point, and again, it's to let you guys check it out on your own. Here we have over here, online sales tax prohibited by Constitution. It says over here a little further down, dear Ina, I cannot see how the internet sales tax issue keeps coming up. Article 1, Section 9 of the U.S. Constitution very clearly prohibits it. No tax or duty shall be laid on articles exported from any state. I don't think it would be any clearer or simpler. Yet lawmakers think they can weasel a word around to this point that the words have no meaning. And this is one of the persons that wrote it. You could read this here. These are basically the comments talking about it. And, you could take that. You could read it if you want and check it out for yourself. Okay, let's move right along. Okay, is eBay correct that free returns are industry standard? Again, now, I talk about free shipping. Free returns, I don't offer free returns on my stuff I sell. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I don't, because I look at it this way, here's the reason why. I had a couple of situations where the buyer has ordered stuff from me, didn't read the whole description, and sent it back as not as described. Okay, in some cases I won, in some cases I didn't, and I always put in my descriptions that buyer pays for return shipping. Okay, but I find sometimes that buyers get around it by saying the item is not as described. Okay, or they have it, or it's a defect, and what happens is, even though you have that little thing box checked off that the buyer pays for return shipping, with those two situations, in most cases, you are going to pay the return shipping. I am not crazy about it, folks. And people may say, well, maybe that's why your sales may not go, be that good, because you don't offer. I can't afford to offer free returns on some of the items because I don't get them that cheap enough to, offer that service right now. But for those who do, you can read this story here, and check it out for yourself. Okay, and that again, that article is eBay correct that free returns are industry standard. Okay, we're moving right along here. eBay Speed Pack gets Chinese goods delivered to U.S. faster with tracking. eBay entered into a joint venture to help speed delivery of products from the greater China to eBay buyers in other parts of the world, including U.S. and Europe. The news comes a week before the eBay Fujian Cross-Border E-Commerce Summit to be held in China, March 13th through the 15th, which is today. And people, I guess, who are there attending that summit can talk a little more about it. If you guys want to read about it, you know where to go, guys. Let's move right along. Shipping Easy launches new Amazon Seller Suite. Okay. It says over here, Shipping Easy launched a new tool called Amazon Seller Suite. Shipping Easy provides service for online sellers that help manage inventory, shipping, and customer marketing, and integrates with marketplaces and platforms including eBay, Etsy, Walmart, Shopify, Magento, WooCommerce. The new product offers a bundled solution for Amazon sellers and supports seller-fulfilled Prime and fulfillment by Amazon and multi-channel fulfillment. This tier again, I don't really deal with this tier. It sounds good. However, I don't sell too much on Amazon. Like I said in the past, if you watched in my other reseller news or other times I've talked about it, I am not a big seller on Amazon. I think I might have sold maybe 2 or 3 items on there. Again, I sell exclusively on eBay. Although I like to tread the water and see, maybe one day I will dump some items on Amazon and see what kind of bites I get. Again, you could read this story on e-commerce bites. So let's move right along. It seems I've got quite a few little Amazon. I think we're coming up to an end. This is probably going to be the last one from what I see here. Amazon appeals to low-income shoppers with discounted Prime. Amazon is offering special Prime membership rate to recipients of Medicaid. It announced on its blog, Medicaid recipients are now eligible for Prime for $5.99 a month. Now that's pretty good, I guess. For people that are on Medicaid and have a fixed income, sure, that would help out. To qualify for a $5.99 a month Prime membership, customers must have a valid EBT or Medicaid card. Qualifying customers can renew their discount membership every year for up to 4 years with the ability to cancel anytime. So that sounds like a pretty good thing I think they're doing. I don't know what you guys think about it. You want to drop it in a comment below, that'd be great. I'd like to hear what your feedback is on this particular topic. Let's move right along. All right, here we have classified by e-commerce. I put this on here. Fastpack Packaging has been providing small business with shipping, packaging supplies since 1999. Have a question or need, quote, call toll free. This is what they deal with. Bubble mailers, bubble wrap, carton sealing tape, corrugated boxes, and so on and so forth. I'm going to probably end up checking this myself, folks, because like I said, I get a lot of my supplies at Walmart, which is not too bad, considering. And I do get some supplies. I get a lot of my bubble wrap envelopes at the dollar store, and along with the packaging, the clear packaging tape for $1 as well. And I kind of go to both. That's basically how I'm getting my supplies from Walmart and the dollar store. I have no problem with the stuff there. At the dollar store, everything, like I said, is $1, and it's good. The bubble wrap is it's the like the plastic type, and I like about it because the reason why is I get the largest ones they have, which is 12 by 12, I believe, and with that there, I could package small clothes in there, and it's waterproof, not like the other paper ones, the paper bubble wrap ones. The color I'm talking about. It's like the orange type one. Those paper ones there, the reason why I don't really care for those too much is because if they drop it, like say the letter carrier drops in the snow or the rain, whatever content's in there, if there's a book and it's not wrapped up in plastic, it can get damaged and get wet and stuff like that. So I use the ones that are all waterproof. You guys might want to do, especially if you're selling books or clothing, you might want to look into that. But that's good though. But that's why I put this up here. I think another one with the classifieds is over here. A great news store on eBay. It says a great news store on eBay, and this one here talks about this. I guess this person's advertising theirs. If you click this link on, it looks like it's going to take you to their store. It says we have heard about hundreds of items when done, clothes, books, magazines, but we have now agreed jewelry topics. So basically, it sounds like the person is advertising. I believe you can advertise on here as well. Okay, I believe you can. If you're going to, answer any blogs or get involved with this here, you could look right over here, and you could sign up with them. You could register with Auction Bites Classifieds. Let's move right along. Here, I came across this one here from Shopify. For those who are Shopify buyers, or sellers on there, I should say, I'm sorry. I like this one here. I thought it was a pretty interesting article, 60 and over, how this entrepreneur markets to an older demographic. And it says over here, sellers sell whatever customers are. That usually means online. It says over here, but what if you're not targeting millennial who grew up in a digital first world? It says over here, what if a large segment of your customers belong to a generation that's used to shopping without the internet? And it goes on and on to talk about it. You could read a little about it here. And the person has, like, I guess this is a little, what do you call it there? Those little clips there, a video clip, audio clip, where you can listen to it if you want to listen to it. Okay, that's basically on that one there. So we're going to bump out of here. Now I came across this here called Bookmark. Okay, supposedly you could create a free website. All right, and I went to the site. It's bookmark.com, and I just clicked on the pricing, and that's how I get the prices here. For those who want to check on it, it says USD money back guarantee. Whenever you hear the word free, you always say, "Oh, is it really free?" Well, this one here, it offers. When you get the free website stuff, folks, like this here, just like I think it's like Wix, and I'm not sure if there's another one that offers free. You got. There's always going to be like little catches with it. For example, this one here for free for $1, for zero amount. You get their mobile website, free hosting, free subdomain, 500 megabytes of storage, and a bookmark branding. And then, of course, they got the ones where you pay monthly. If you want to always feel the water with these companies that offer these free things, you could always go start off with the free one here and just see what it's all about. And they have things where you call, you could chat with them. I think that's what this little window is over here. I closed it out because when you go to the website, you get these little prompts that pop up and say, "Can I help you?" and so on and so forth. But that is Bookmark, and if you want to check it out, just go to bookmark.com. Okay, and that's for a website. And last but not least, as far as this part goes, eBay pilots small. And this is from the Akron Legal News. It says eBay pilots help small business market products. Basically, what they're talking over here is e-commerce, brick and mortar, two things that small businesses owners may not associate together. But the new eBay pilot program in Akron, which is Akron, Ohio, of course, is working to change those perceptions as they train entrepreneurs on how to market their products and services using the e-commerce platform. And if you want to read this story here, folks, if I keep reading, I'll be tongue-tied. As you can see, there's a lot here. So you can check that out. Just go to akronlegalnews.com, and you could type in /editorial /19732, and that will bring you to this article if you want to read more about it. And I just want to say, folks, in regards to this, I'm bumping at us here, the top-rated seller group, my Facebook group, is growing. And it's growing every day. It seems like I get 2 or 3 sometimes. If you guys want to join it, you're more than welcome. As you can see, we're pushing the 500 mark. We're about 482 members. And every time I click, like when I find out, I go over here to the eBay top-rated sellers. I will see sometimes it'll say on there person who wants to join. Well, we already are in there, but we are growing. And if you want to join this group, you're more than welcome. As long as we keep it up, there we go back on there. It's my personal one here. We don't go to that one. Let's bump out of here again. But anyway, as you can see, that's the group that you could join at as well. And well, you're welcome to join my Facebook group as well. I don't care if my personal one. You could join it as well. You could check it out here. Just go to facebook.com. But the one for the eBay top rate sellers, you would go to this one right here, and you would look at the profile, and it'll bring you back up. But we are growing, and it is getting there. All right. And I just want to show you why I'm here. eBay, for those who are eBay sellers or on eBay, I don't know if you guys got this here. It says the oppose the internet sales tax in New York. Well, that's for New York people as well. I'm sorry. They offer, they eBay wanted us to notify our congressman or whatever in regards to, not go ahead with this new sales tax burden. Because like I said, if it does work the way I'm reading it, I could be wrong. If I am, you guys, could give me more information if you know about it. I wouldn't want to collect sales tax in all the states, because if that's the case, then this is going to become a nightmare. So far, I don't think anything's happened just yet, although I don't know exactly what the outcome is going to be this year. But you may want to check into it, and that's why I posted it on my Facebook page here as well. So for those who are in New York, if you get that little message from eBay telling you to contact your congressman or senator, whatever, I would definitely encourage you to do that there, because we don't. The last thing we need to do is worry about internet sales tax. Although some brick and mortar may not like the idea of it, I understand how they feel. I mean, I don't own a brick and mortar store, but I will say this: living in the state of New York. And I collect taxes from buyers that live in New York. It is our duly responsibility to collect those sales tax and hand it over to the Department of Taxation. And what I'm saying. I mean, that's what it's all about, and that's what we got to do. That I understand. As far as like a nexus state, if you have a business in New York, and buyers that buy from you that live in New York, yes, we should pay the sales tax on that. And last but not least, if you want to join the eBay Top Rated Sellers Group, message me. You could follow me on Twitter, I should say. I do posting. I haven't done as much as I used to because I've been doing a lot. I've been busy with the doing the YouTube videos here, and also I've been revamping a lot of my listings on eBay, and I have other personal things that need to be taken care of. So that's why I've been a little late on the reseller news and. As far as like with Twitter, going on to Twitter. But you're more than welcome to follow me on there. I'd love to have you guys, follow me on that. But anyway, I'm going to bump out of that and go back over here. Okay, folks. Well, anyway, that wraps up the reseller news. If you see me talking fast, I'm trying to get this stuff done because I know sometimes it really protracts long, and I'm sorry. I really do apologize about that. For those who do follow me on YouTube, on this YouTube channel here. I do the reseller news, I do sneak peek videos and demo videos and intro videos. And the reason why I do these videos, folks, is particularly the reseller news, is to give you guys just a little, heads up as to what's going on in the e-commerce world. Maybe there may be something out there that you might want to read about or you weren't aware of. And that's why I do these, I do the reseller news. But as far as the other videos that go along, with the sneak peek videos, demo videos, and intro videos. The sneak peek videos are giving you, the potential eBay buyers, a little heads up as to what's going to be coming on eBay. Well, in most cases, I have been listening to stuff on eBay already, and then I produce the video later on. So, that's for you guys. And it's to give you a heads up, and first come, first serve. Like if you hit this channel and you see that there, I will always drop the links below for you to check out those listings. You will have first dibs on it, as opposed to the people that are just, seeing that, that just happen to straggle onto my site. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole purpose of it. And the demo videos is exactly what it is. I'll use demo stuff. If it's a stereo or a camera and stuff like that, I will make a quick demo about it. and show you the functions of it, the functionality of it, how it works, if it works, it don't work. I talk about its condition, if it's scratched, ding, or dents, or whatever on it. That's the whole purpose of that one. And the intro video is basically a video that's, I'm introducing a new product, or I have something that needs to be, talked about, and I give a little intro to it as well. But that's why I do these videos, though, folks, and it's to help you guys out too. And I hope you guys get stuff out of it as well. I enjoy doing the videos. As you know, February 20th of this year, YouTube had did away with the monetization, and I think a lot of creators, small-time creators like myself, probably got discouraged. I don't know if they're still doing a lot of videos. I don't follow too many of them. I do follow people, but the small-time creators, I don't know how they feel. If they, a lot of them, from what I was following or reading about or listening to other channels, some of them were very, upset about it. But you know what? The bottom line is, I personally wasn't making money off it anyway. I would have liked to have, got to the 1,000 subscribers and had the 4,000 hours of watch time. But the content I put out might not be to everybody's fancy. Not everybody might want to watch reseller news or watch stuff about eBay, sneak peek videos or demo videos and intro videos. But if you notice, a lot of my videos, I have been tripping it up a little. I do some do-it-yourself videos and how-to videos. This is going to be, I think, the 495th video or 956, something like that. 490 something. I think it's 496. Don't quote me on, folks. I'm sorry. So I'm pushing my way up to 500 videos. Not that it makes a difference. Okay, it doesn't, and I just want to share one thing with you guys. You can have 1,000 videos out there. You can have 10,000 videos. And if nobody's watching them or subscribing to them, it doesn't make a difference. And I don't want people to think, and I hope a lot of people don't get that impression, the reason why I'm doing all these videos is to build my subscriber base up and hope, listen, I would love to have it. I would love to have 1 million subscribers, to be honest with you. But I'm doing these videos because I want to share things with you guys. I do a couple of, like I said, this morning I did the Nor'easter video. I don't know if anybody's watching it or not. They may not. It might not be something they're interested in. But I like to share things with you guys. And if I could share something with you and you could get something out of it, that's a plus for me. That's how I look at it. That's a plus for me. And that's why I do these videos. I'm not getting nothing out of it, folks, honestly. I'm not getting nothing out of it. I'm not making any money off of YouTube. But the thing is, I look at it this way. If I could put something out there and you guys could gain something from it, if it's helpful in any way, even a little teensy-weensy way, that you're getting something out of it, that makes a whole hell of a difference to me. It really does. I mean, I'm happy just to make, to do something like that for you guys, So I like to share stuff, That's why I do these videos, folks. And that's why, like I said, I mean, I know my subscription goes up and down. 1 minute was 195, and then I think it hit to 196 at one point, and then it jumped down to 193. Now I'm up to 194. I'd love to have you guys subscribe, so please subscribe. And if you get anything out of these videos, please give them a thumbs up. Like I said again, I do these videos with those intentions, and I try to keep my videos. Well, not try, I do. I don't, like I said in my other videos, I don't discuss politics and religion, and I keep it clean. There's no profanity on here, no crazy stuff. I'm not going to do stupid and zany antic things here to try to entice people to more subscribe. I know people like to be entertained, and I don't mind entertaining to a point, but it's got to be right on. It's got to be spot on entertainment. You know what I mean? I'm not going to put stupid stuff out there. I do like to joke around occasionally, and I do voice my opinions with certain things. But this is not going to be a channel where you're going to hear people, or hear me anyway, coming out and saying crazy things or using profanity. That is not. This channel here is going to be, I want clean content on it, and it's got to be family oriented. So if you were to sit there with your son or daughter or a little kid was there with you watching any of my channels, you're not going to hear me, saying, "Oh, excuse me, son or daughter, go to the next room because I'm watching this guy over here and he's," you know what I'm saying? You're not going to worry about stuff like that. Okay, that's not what this channel is all about. Okay, I do not create videos that's going to put that type of stigma in your mind. Like, in other words, if I go to this guy, I don't know what's going to come out of his mouth. I am not one of those people. I'm sorry, but that's the way I am, and I'm going to stay that way too. As long as I'm creating these videos, they will be, spot on, and they will be clean content. I don't want anything other than that, But I just want to close this video out and say again, thank you to the new subscribers. I have been getting some comments and stuff like that, with certain things, and I do respond to my comments. And if people have comments to leave, or you want to leave a nice comment down below, that's great. If you have any bad intentions or to leave bad comments, do me a favor, don't, please. I'd appreciate if you don't leave any bad comments or nasty comments. If you do, it'll just be deleted anyway, and I would not reply to it. But I do welcome you and comments and suggestions. I had one once before. Someone had asked me in regards to doing a sneak peek video. If they asked if I would go into the stores, do videos about going into the stores and talk about merchandise. I thought about it one time. I really don't do that type of videos. I'm not saying anything wrong with it, but I just don't really, I don't really like to be around crowds, because when I do go to thrift stores and stuff like that, depending on what the days are, if they have the half-off days, the stores are crowded and mobbed, and I don't want to really walk around with people bumping into my head that so many times. I mean, sometimes the thrift stores I deal with over here are so crowded that, you could sit there and walk in an aisle and you're getting bumped by shopping carts. I had that happen so many times, and it's like, oh, you're doing this, excuse me, and I can't picture myself doing a video saying, oh, look at this and look at that, look what I'm picking up. I can't picture that there, going on like that. It's too much for me to do that part. However, the only thing I do in regards to that is when I do go thrifting, I will make a sneak peek video and tell you this is what I picked up at the thrift store. I don't talk about prices, folks. And I had, I don't know if it was a follower or just somebody that just happened to hit the channel, said, why don't you like to talk about the prices? I don't really like to discuss the prices on what I buy it for, because first of all, it's irrelevant in some cases. I mean, what difference does it make if you know what I bought it for and what I'm selling it for? And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've been to a couple of sellers, and I'm not going to mention their names. This one seller was doing that one time. Very candidly came out and said, oh, I went to the Goodwill, I went to Salvation Army, I went to this local thrift store, and I picked this item up, and I paid X amount of money for it. Let's say the person said I paid $5 for it, and I ended up selling it on eBay or Amazon for $60, $70. And anyway, what happened was, long story short, this person had said that there, and I was reading the comments. I like to read the comments of these other sellers. When I hear things of that nature, I like to do follow-ups and read the comments. I don't respond to them. I don't voice my opinion and say, hey, that's wrong, this, that. So I was scrolling down and, reading the comments, and this one of the persons commented on there was saying, how dare you? You buy something for $5 and you're selling for $60 or whatever it was, $60 or $75. You should be ashamed of yourself at a thrift store, no doubt. And then another person, I think it was a couple of responses to that. And I just looked at the comment, and I just shook my head. I said, you know what? I am not going that direction. I am not going to say I bought whatever, and this is what I bought it for, and this is what I sold it for. It's for those reasons I don't throw numbers out there. So, because I had people once before saying, why don't you tell people how much you pay for things? It's it's irrelevant, and it's none of nobody's business, really. I mean, to think about it, why would you go to Walmart? Does the general manager come and say, hey, I bought this here at wholesale. I spent $5 for it, and we're going to sell it for $20. I mean, I don't think that's necessary for me to sit there and discuss what I buy. If I bought 20 items, I got to sit here telling you what I pay for each 20 items. I just don't agree with that. There, it's nothing wrong with it. That people who do that, there are sellers out there. I don't mention names. There are sellers out there that will tell you, I picked this up, I bought this for X amount of money, and this is what I sold it for. That's fine. It's your YouTube channel, and you put your content out there the way you want to. You want to let the YouTube world, hear what you have to say, and you want to talk like that, and, about what you're buying and selling, that's totally okay with me. I on the other hand, I will not do that. And I'm not saying in a bad way, in a derogative way. I'm not knocking anybody who does it, and I'm not saying that it's wrong. I just don't do that there. But that was in regards to that comment. I'm going on with it. That's what it was all about. I did respond to that comment. I told the person I did think about doing it at one time, but I also told them too that I don't really feel comfortable walking around with my cell phone picking items up, and there's people all around me listening to what I'm talking about. I don't really, because the places I go to are crowded. Okay, I don't know where you guys are in your town or your state where you are. Maybe the stores are not that crowded, and you could do stuff like that. I don't really like doing that, So that's where I stand on that. So I had, like I said, I had people asking, inquiring about that, and I'm not saying it to be mean or brash or anything, but I don't do that stuff. That's just the way I do it. I keep this channel real. Okay, I tell it like it is. I don't sugarcoat anything. If you look at my other videos, I don't make stories up. And if I do a sales, like I do a sales, update on what I sell, I'll tell you what I sold it for. I'm not gonna tell you what I bought it for. I'll tell you what I sold it for. Okay, and that's it. That's how it goes. You people can figure things out on their own. When you're buying stuff like that, and if I'm wrong, if people again leave a comment and say I think that's wrong that you don't disclose that there, then that's totally up to you. It's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. But I don't. Me personally, I don't do things that way. Like I said again, I try to keep this channel, up and up, and that's the way it's going to be going forward. And I hope you guys like the content I put out. Like I said again, I do this here. I share this information with you guys, and I hope you get something out of it. And I also get like little news alerts here coming up all the time, as you can see there, PBS NewsHour. And like I said again, that's what it's all about. But anyway, let me close this video out, guys. Thank you again for watching the Reseller News. I hope you got something out of it. I do the Reseller News with articles of interest, things that I think that you may be interested in, and that's why I always throw it out there, and I always put the websites of where it's getting the information, because I don't want people to think I'm just talking through my hat here, making these things up. So that's why I always tell you where the website I got it from. I always make sure that's there. I always put that in there, as so you guys are aware of it. And again, it's up to you guys if you want to read the whole story. I can't read all of those pages. It's just too much stuff to read, too much text. Maybe I could cut it down. I thought about it one time. Instead of having maybe opening up 10 windows, maybe I could keep it maybe down to 4 or 5. Go really quick, do like a news flash or just a news briefing and say, hey, this is the Reseller News Briefing and this is what's going on, and then the rest of the guys up to you. I just don't want to bore you. That's the thing. I don't want to put so much content out there where it's going to bore you. The only thing I do want to do, and I've been wanting to do it for a while, I sent a couple of videos. I want to do a video about nutrition. Now I had one a while back I did. I just want to kind of like update it with newer content, and as to why I use fiber in my diet. It's part of my nutrition, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. So that will probably come up next. So if you do see another video up there, whether you want to listen to it or not, that's totally up to you. If you don't want to, that's fine. I understand. But anyway, guys, I will talk to you in the next video. Have a great day, and I hope we all have good sales. I hope for everybody has good sales, because like I said, mine has been teetering up and down. It's been going back and forth. This weekend I got quite a few, but again, that's because I had the fast and free with a couple of them. I think it was like either 2 or 3 where I didn't do as good as I thought I was going to do with it. So just be careful with that. With the when you're offering free shipping on there, make sure you got all that figured out. It's all padded into your price, because unfortunately I had to write those off as losses. But it's my fault. I didn't want to contact the buyer and tell the buyer that the ad there was a discrepancy in the ad, there was an error, and would you want to pay the shipping and handling fees? I didn't want to do it, so I said, you know what, let it go, chalk it up as a gift on me to you guys, and it is what it is. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. You know, in those particular ones, it was a loss. So that's why I said. But the thing is, the most important thing in this business or any business is when you make an error, folks, don't dwell on it. Move on. That's all you could do, you know. But anyway, let me go. I'll talk to you soon. Guys, have a great day. Bye.